Hey, so this is how I created my rating system in Excel. I'm using a function called the repeat function. It has two arguments. First argument is the character or symbol you want to repeat. It can be a letter, it can be an emoji. In this case here, I am using the star symbol. Second argument is the number of times that you want to repeat it. So here I am referencing cell B2. And if this is all you needed and you're about to click away, I kindly ask if this helped you out, just give me a thumbs up. But if you do stick around, I have two more examples, and I promise it will be worth your time to see how I did these as well. All right, let's get started. All right, so let's finish out product E here at the bottom. It's missing the blank stars. So the way I'm going to do that, I actually am going to break the formula into two parts, right? So the first part remains the same, and I already have that typed in there, which is giving me the 1 star. Now, for the second part of the formula, all I'm going to do is I am going to add the ampersand. I'm going to retype the REPT function, and the text that we want to include this time is going to be the blank star. So I'm going to select the cell that has the blank star, and the number of times, since I'm using a 5-star rating system, we want 4 blank stars because we have a 1-star rating. I'm going to do 5 minus the rating, which is 1, and that's going to give me 4. Hit enter, and there we have it. All right, last but certainly not least is the half-star, in this case here, half-circle rating system, right? So I have the formula up, I've already typed it in, and you can see here that I broke it into 3 sections, right? The first one to capture the full circle, half circle, and then the empty circle, right? And of note, I could not find the star or a half star, so if you know how to find it, let me know in the comments. And also you'll notice that my circles are not all the same size. There is a simple fix for that, and I will show you how to do that as well. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at the formula. Let's take a look at the first section of the formula. Here I introduce the int function, and what the int function does is it rounds a number down to the nearest whole number, right? So if I were to type in equals int and I select my cell with 3.5, it's going to return 3, right? So if we go back to the formula, all I'm doing here is I am repeating the full circle 3 times, right? And then I'm looking now to see in the second half of the formula if there are any half stars, right? So let's just take a quick look at this again. And let's type in the int. We know we have the int, which is 3. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, let's do the value in cell B7, which is 3.5, minus my int, right? My integer, which is now going to give me 0.5. Right? So if I go back to the formula and I take a look, right, I'm just putting that in an if statement. If there's 0.5 remaining, give me a half circle. If there isn't, then just, do nothing. Right? And now if we go to the third part of the formula for the empty circles, in this case here, right, we know that we're using a 5-star rating system, right? So I can subtract 5, or I can subtract the value from 5. So let's just type that out, right? So here I have the ROUNDUP function, right? So I'm going to do equals round up, and what am I going to round up? I'm going to round up the value I have here, 3.5, right? So now it's going to ask me how many decimals do I want to include after the roundup, right? So if I put 1, it's going to give me 3.5, but if I put 0, it's going to give me 4, right? So I hit enter, and now we have 4. And like I said, we are using the 5-star rating system, so all I need to do is do 5 minus my roundup value is going to give me back 1, right? And so that's essentially the formula in a nutshell, right? And that's how I brought it all together. And one other thing, I mentioned that there is a simple fix for the uneven sized circles, and that simple fix is to go to the font, and you want to use Arial Unicode MS, and that will make it all the same size. If there's another font that works, let me know in the comments. Hey, if you're still here and this helped you out, please give me a like, maybe leave me a comment, or even consider subscribing. I really do like to know if I'm helping you out. All right, thanks for watching.